Welcome to episode 15 of Vet in a Van. So, as I was talking about last episode, this episode is all about Sandy Cape. So, Jurien Bay, Sandy Cape, we've spent probably 10 days here, most of the school holidays, all Easter, exploring the area, great for driving, kick-ass beaches. Just like an amazing entry onto this sort of northern Perth part of WA, which I'm pretty sure is just going to get better and better and better. So yeah, Jurien Bay, Sandy Cape, enjoy. Good morning. Just doing some touristy stuff today. Epic sunset last night, epic sunrise this morning. Didn't get either of them on camera, just enjoyed them, but I'm sure we'll be treated to the same again tonight. But anyway, just today, Pinnacles and Stromatolites. So two very interesting and awesome geographical features of the area. And anything else? They're the two main things. There are a few other little things we want to check out, but let's go check out the Pinnacles.
One of the theories of how the Pinnacles were formed is that it was an old forest about 500,000 years ago that was above land, and then when the sea levels rose, they were covered by water and sand. The calcium leached out of the sand that was made out of shells and soaked up into these trees. While they were then underneath all of this sand that had been deposited, the sand stuck to all of this, what they call calcrete, basically a calcium concrete, and turned itself into its own kind of limestone, which then, as the water disappeared, the wind eroded all the sand away again, and suddenly we've got these amazing formations out of limestone that are basically a fossil or a mould of the old tree stumps that used to be here. Pretty fascinating.
It's awesome. This has got to be one of those bucket list items. Look at this. You can just see out over a 500,000-year-old calcified forest, and then you've got the contrast of the Pinnacles and the white sand dunes, the white lime sand dunes in the back, and then the Indian Ocean far off there in the distance. GoPro probably doesn't do it justice, but man, it's just another one of those bucket list items. Just tick. Cool, huh? Very cool. Very, very cool. So Lake Thetis and the Stromatolites. There they are. So some of you may come here and just look at this stuff and just go, oh, they're just a bunch of rocks. But I can tell you one thing, they are not just a bunch of rocks. The reason why these guys are so unbelievably amazing is these represent the cyanobacteria that create the fossils, which are the stromatolites, and they're living on these ones. Those life forms are dated back to the earliest life forms that we know are here on Earth. So the cyanobacteria that create these stromatolites are dated back to about 3.5 billion years in the fossil record, and they're the earliest known fossil of life that we have discovered. And if you put that in context, the Earth itself is only 4.5 billion years old. So that's 1 billion years after this ball of dust and gas and rock that was probably like hell back then. Only 3.5 billion years. But anyway, the other cool thing about the stromatolites and the cyanobacteria is 3.5 billion years ago, they were the only form of life. And they were the only form of life for almost 1 billion years. And what they did is they photosynthesized. Now, photosynthesis, we're still not sure how that actually started, or how it came into effect, or how that life worked. We're just not sure. Maybe it came here from somewhere else, maybe it evolved here in the primordial soup, who knows? Leave that one up to the experts. But what we do know is that the cyanobacteria that created these stromatolites, not these ones, but ones in various areas of the world, still in the fossil record, and up in the Pilbara, which we'll see later on, they spent 1 billion years pumping oxygen into the atmosphere through photosynthesis, because it was a very carbon-rich environment back then. And so 1 billion years of oxygen got pumped into the atmosphere. And as a result of these little critters down here, the ozone layer was formed. And the result of the ozone layer was that a lot of the harsh radiation from the sun no longer hit the Earth. And so life could flourish. So when you check out these little stromatolites, just remember that if it wasn't for these little guys 3.5 billion years ago, you, nor I, nor a monkey, nor a dog, nor anyone else for that matter, would be here. So we can thank them for everything we have today. So yeah, there you go. Thank you, stromatolites. Alright, so it is the crack of dawn. We've been up at 6 o'clock, the whole family, not just me, up at 6 o'clock, and we're going to go swimming with the sea lions this morning, which is one of the main tourist attractions of Jurien Bay. So it's just, get a load of this morning, man. So just behind me, behind the van, you can see the sun coming up, which is, you know, pretty picturesque. And you come around here, and if I swing around behind me, you've got almost a full moon setting. So it's just coming up to Easter, so we're almost at a full moon. But it's beautiful big moon setting over the Western Ocean, which just looks amazing. And then gorgeous sunrise about to peek its head up over. So, you know, can't complain. I think there's some dolphins out there. Oh, yep, and there's dolphins. I don't know if you can see me, but if you see just out there, they'll pop back up again. Oh, there. I don't know if you saw it, but anyway, there's a pot of dolphins going past, so not bad. Let's go swim with some sea lions, eh? My name is Point Dexter. So, no trip to Sandy Cape is complete without doing some four-wheel driving up to the top. So, if you got a four-wheel drive and you come to Sandy Cape, don't just hang out in that first little spot where all the vans and stuff are. Let your tyres down and go for a bit of an explore, because there are some beautiful spots up here. And I think Tansa's about to run me over, so she's going to drive and I'm going to have a beer. Scratch machines. Oh, that's the one I missed. I didn't miss it again. Oh, that sound. So when they make that high pitch noise, that's actually the sound of your engine getting cleaner. It's not the sounds of a new pinstripe getting added to the side of the car. But if it was the sound of a pinstripe getting added to the side of your car, it actually makes the car more aerodynamic.
Faster.
So yeah. You do actually go a bit faster, which does increase your fuel efficiency. So yeah, I got a few scratches. Oh God. Yeah, we love the scratches. Love the scratches. Love them. Love them. How good is this? Another beautiful day on the western coast of Australia. We went down south from Sandy Cape. There's a couple of other four-wheel drive tracks there that I wanted to check out. One of them goes to an old World War II bunker, Bunker Beach, and we've just I've popped some footage in. We've just had this seal just come right up to us and just check us out. Oh, it's just amazing. A sea lion, and I'm not sure, I think it was a sea lion. But there's this beautiful big reef along here where Eli's out there swimming at the moment with these goggles on. So gonna go for a swim, have a look at the reef. Oh. Just another day on the road. Man, WA doesn't disappoint. I'll tell you what, this is just beautiful, 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 beautiful. another day, another quasi 4x4 adventure. No, we just come out to Hill River. So Hill River is about I don't know, half an hour drive down from Sandy Cape. It's a bit tricky to get into, but obviously a lot of people are onto it, but the crowds aren't anything like they are at Sandy Cape, and there's heaps of people free camping down here. So, you know, camper trailer or rooftop tent or swag or anything like that, it's just beautiful. Like, there's right at the mouth of the river, we're talking Easter long weekend, so it's Good Friday today, and there's one big family that have set up behind me here at the head of the river, and they've got the place entirely to themselves. Whereas if you go down to Sandy Cape where we're camped, oh man, it's like chockers, absolutely chockers, with people getting dirty that they're getting turned away and all that jazz. But yeah, so I'm going to try and see if I can get onto some black bream because it's Good Friday and I've got no fish, so you know, see how my fishing goes. I haven't had a lot of luck. But these bushes, everywhere on these bushes, thousands of butterflies. I think they're monarch butterflies, I think. But they're gorgeous. Heaps of monarch butterflies. Like literally hundreds and hundreds of them all over the place. So yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here. But
and then walk around this way, Daddy. Daddy, then walk around.
It's very, very pretty. Oh, these beautiful little butterflies, just
And bees.
butterflies and bees just fluttering by. Oh man, it's great just to get out and explore. You don't need to have a specific destination, and we might, if I don't have any luck here, we'll pop over the other side, see if we can get onto some herring or some tailor or some whiting or some anything. But yeah, so just cruise around here, have some lunch, just spend the day on the sand, enjoying the area. We've come down to Drover's Cave National Park. It's just sort of southeast of Jurien Bay, or of Sandy Cape National, or Sandy Cape Campground. The bit of a four-wheel drive trek out here, but the entrance to the cave has just a phenomenal amount of beehives. So that's why I'm talking very softly, because apparently they can get aggressive on hot days, and it's 33 today. So they're just beautiful though. There's probably tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of bees in these beautiful big colonies. Don't know if you can see them up there. I'll put some shots in from the Canon, but there's lots of bees, so we don't want to disturb them. But yeah, let's go adventuring into the cave. Before we get too deep into this cave and the light disappears, the first thing we've seen down here is skeletons of a couple of kangaroos, and you can just see how in these caves, or so many of these caves, the fossils form of megafauna from 100,000 years ago. It's this exact same process. No doubt those kangaroos' bones will get locked up here, and yeah, they'll be here for quite some time in the cool, humid conditions.
Eli, hold that there.
Bad puppy.
Oh, Jesus.
So we've just upset a whole community of bats.
They think it's daytime.
They think it's daytime now and they're flying around the cave. It's amazing what you find down here. So I don't know how well this will look. I'll put it by the GoPro here, so I've got some light on my face. But yeah, just doing these little adventures are just so worth it. We are now deep underground. I didn't think this cave would go anywhere near as far as it does, but it just keeps on going. And it's a bit humid. There's a big colony of bats. So you got bats and bees. So if you're a bit skittish, maybe don't do it. But it's deathly quiet. We're all whispering just because it's so quiet. And there's not a lot of stalagmites or stalactites or anything like that, but it's such an adventure because you kind of, you know, you get that feeling, that experience of what it must have been like to explore caves. And God, imagine doing this with nothing but a candle. Turn the lights off and it is absolutely, totally pitch black. So, yeah, well worth it. Not sure if you'll be able to make it out very well, but there's this big black line right along the cave's edge here, and I'm guessing, I'm pretty sure we're right. It used to be full of water, so back over when you can sort of see it here. I think you can see it there. The water level was here, and all this was underwater, and it goes all the way around the length of the cave. So that'll make this even more interesting.